What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have for you is one of our two end of season decks. As we're getting close to Modern Horizons 3 dropping on Arena, we're going to take a look back at the decks that we played during Thunder Junction season. I'm going to take the two best decks, best performing as far as what the viewers liked, who got the most views, and we're going to play full-fledged versions of those. And I was going to do just one, but I couldn't decide between the two, and it's my channel, so I get to decide. So today we're playing blue-green ramp. We're going to get some extra mana with 4 Glimpse the Core, 3 Bramble Familiar, 3 Spelunking, 4 Outcaster Greenblade, 4 Map the Frontier. Now we've also got Colossal Rattlewurm, who while he is a big beater, he's also a ramp spell. We've got enough Surveil to put him in the graveyard on our own. And if he dies, he winds up there anyway. And he will act like another 2-mana ramp spell at that point. Then we've got the rest of our big guys. 1 Spinewoods Armadillo, because you got to have the Armadillo in this deck. 3 Bonny Pall. 2 Vaultborn Tyrant. 2 Titan of Industry. The nice thing about both Titan and Bonny, besides being great on their own, is those are both 2 bodies for 1 card. So we're going to get 2 triggers off the Vaultborn if we're able to sequence it that way. Rounding out the deck, we've got 3 Make Your Own Luck, so that maybe we can get one of our big guys plotted when we're at 5 mana before we get to 7. And, jump the gun a little bit, ramp even more. As well as the fact that if we miss, what we can do with Make Your Own Luck is plot the Bramble Familiar. And while he's exiled, we can play the Fetch Quest side for free. And that'll give us a second chance at finding a big guy. Last spell in the deck, we've got 3 copies of Consuming Tide. This is going to not only let us reuse all of our come into play effects, but it's also going to be very handy against go-wide decks or anything where the opponent's making a lot of permanents. Particularly devastating when the opponent does a huge doppelgang. Then we've got our lands. 1 Otawara, 1 Boseiju, 7 Forest, 4 Dreamroot Cascade, 4 Lush Oasis, 3 Arid Archway, 4 Conduit Pylons. And that's our deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe. And I'll see you over there. Ooh-wee. Opponents on the play. We don't have any ramp. This is a little better. Send back the Titan. And cross our fingers that they are a slow deck. Black, white, alright. We get to discard. Bye-bye, Bonny. He can be there. Make it familiar. Nurturing Pixie, alright. Yeah, it's going to have to be the Forest. Find an Archway. Land for turn. Pick this thing up. Yeah, that's fine. got next? I gotta get him right out of here, as it were. Scrying 1 to top, okay. Put out that thing. Put out that thing. Get in for 2. I'm worried about what they kept on top. Oh, killing our guy. And drawing a card. Opponent's going crazy. Alright. Let's make some luck. Plot the familiar so we can do the sneaky thing. Fortune. Alright. 1 to the top. Getting in for 3. Let's fetch. Tyrant seems good. Oops, need 1 more. You'll do. Bonny. Couple triggers, bunch of life. Seems good. All right, they're gonna saddle. Send with just fortune. All right, block over here. They get to draw a card. And what else do they got? Looks like a removal for Bonny. Yep. And for the Tyrant. Let's see what we want to do here. I think we're just going to swing for 7. Titan. 4/4 and gain 5. Opponent doesn't seem to have anything, which makes me suspicious. That is the Wandering Emperor. All right. Opponent winds up at 3. And what do we want to do here? I don't know that we want to commit anything else to the board. You know what we'll do? Make our own luck. Opponent gives in. A little light on land, but 2 glimpses. So I think we can run with this. Survivors of Corliss. They're only useful after they're dead. Oh, he's got dudes. Let's go find ourselves a land. Vanguard, all right. 5 to my face. Map. Find an archway and a pylons. So we can get some scrying to happen. Or surveilling, rather. And then get some life gain dudes. That's 11, putting us at 3. You can go away. Gain 5. Make a rhino. Send it back. See what else they got. They got it. We're on the play, so I think we can do this. Surveil. Put you downstairs. They're gonna glimpse. And we're gonna Rattlewurm. Put that in my hand. Yep, we like that thing. Spelunk. That can stay where it is. Play this thing. I'll make a familiar. And they blow up our familiar. That's not nice. Map some frontier. Archway. Oasis. Pick this thing up. Rattlewurm in the bin again. That can go in the bin. Greenblade. Yeah, we'll grab a pylons. And the turn. Roxanne it is. Rattlewurm. Oasis. Sure, let's map again. something. Yeah, let's have a second one. Come over for 7. Let's make a tyrant. Land. Now we can throw him out. And that does it. That looks plausible. Skeletons, alright. Or rather, a skeleton. I don't know what else is in the deck yet. But my guess would be... Well, skeletons don't usually run red, so we'll see what happens here. We like that land up top. Show me your cut down. No cut down. Magda. And now the cut down. Makes sense. So let's land drop. Spelunk. Put that out. Pick this up. That can stay where it is. All right. And we will we don't have double green. We don't have enough green to be able to map and hold up the Rattlewurm. So I think this is time for Consuming Tide. Try and buy a turn or two. Well, a turn, because they can cast everything right off the bat. And a Phyrexian Arena. Alright. Find one of those and one of those. Pick up the Otawara. Play that. Pass it back. Alright, they're going to send over. Make the worm jump out in front of them. Do you have the removal spell? They do. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Finger crossing time. There we go. A Rhino will gain 5 life. Play that land. Make a friend. See what the opponent can come up with. Alright, puts us at 8. And they Carevac. Get back a removal spell. Which gets them back the cut down. Means they can get over at us for 6. I will block the Karavek. Another one of those guys. Plot that thing. Those two in our hands. And nope, they got it. We're on the play. We can keep this one. Where are you at, opponent? Did you fall in this crevice? I don't see you down there. Oh, that opens up. There's a little tiki face inside. Does this one open? It does. They're brothers. All right, opponent's here now. Pass it back. Counter the Greenblade, all right. Bring the ending means that they are on poison. And that tells me they are on the, whatchamacallit, the spell-based poison. One of those and one of those. You can go in the bin. Pick this thing up. You can go in the bin. All right, first poison achieved. Proliferate their way to a second one. You can go in the graveyard. You destroy an enchantment, make a 4/4. That's all we needed. Yes, this works. We got a little ramp, and then hopefully we can, around turn 4 or so, we can bramble. Well, not bramble, but fetch quest. That's the word I'm looking for. Especially since we were able to put the Rattlewurm in the bin. That's going to give us, 2 ramp spells this turn, basically. Glimpse. We'll do that during the opponent's end step. That's a Vran. Find that thing. Pick you up. think we're going to need you. And what we're actually going to do, not going to worry about you. So we're going to Tyrant first. And then when we fetch quest and hopefully find something big, we'll already have the Tyrant out for the life gain and the card draw. What do we got, opponent? There's a 4th land. Blanchwood. Alright. Razor Maw. When it dies, mill some. Alright. They're staring down our Tyrant. They don't know what to make of it. See what we can find. We will find a Titan. Make a 4/4 and a shield counter. Go for the throat. That's fine. Let's make a land and get in for 6. What do you got, opponent? Let's make another one. Four, shield counter on you. Do some drawing and some life gaining. Lush Oasis for a point, and then we'll swing over for 10. And they exile it. Very good. I mean, not good for me, but... Let's see what the opponent's got. That's Bonny. Send everybody. Bring you back. Otawara only costs 2 because Bonny counts as 2 legends between her and Bo. Exile that dude. Understood. Go for the throat, one of the tokens. That's still 4. Alright, let's play a land. map. I don't know how to use my hand. Spelunk. Put a land into play. And pass it back. Breach in that multiverse, alright. They get a Tyrant. I don't know what they're going to grab from over here. Probably the Glissa. But we'll see what they think. We'll see what they come up with. Take a Titan, alright. Picking their modes. They say 4/4. Alright. So what we got to do now, swing with bow, put the Otawara back into play. They'll block, and that's fine. Map. We are almost out of lands. Pick up the Otawara. Should have tapped it for mana first, but that's okay. End the turn. And then we'll be able to Otawara the Titan back into our own hand. Gargantuan. All right. Channel that dude. Play that dude. Play that dude. Send everything. Otawara back into play. Opponent goes to 2. I guess the answer is new Bonny. Pass it back. Unfortunately, we do not have enough Archways / Oasis left in the deck to be able to ping them out. All right. And a Scrap Gorger, sure thing. Rattlewurm for the tramples. And my turn. So what we'll do, send everything. Bonny will bring back an Archway to bounce the Otawara, which will bounce Glissa back to the hand. Okay, power 4 greater, sure thing. Good game, opponent. That was a match. And that's our deck. Very happy with how it performed. Little trouble against very quick starts with aggro decks, but that's to be expected. Consuming Tide didn't come up in any of those matches. And when it did, when it did come up, I wasn't entirely happy with it. Didn't quite pull the weight I was hoping to. Think maybe we should replace that with something else. At the moment, I'm leaning towards 3 steps ahead, because that's going to give us a counter as well as a way to make copies of Titan of Industry or Vaultborn Tyrant or whatever else we have out. But that's the deck. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.